has always loved public speaking, and when the opportunity to join the North Coast Youth Debate Team presented itself in freshman year, she was thrilled to take it. She is now the speech vice president and has competed in original oratory, impromptu, and informative speaking. Tonight, she will be performing her informative speech for this competitive season, which concerns the history and implications of beauty standards.
Snow White versus the Evil Queen. Rapunzel versus Mother Gothel. Ariel versus Ursula. These nostalgic Disney duos share more than a special place in our hearts. If we really put a looking glass to them, they share the same dynamic. The traditionally unattractive figure, cast as the resentful antagonist, strives to usurp the life of the beautiful, innocent protagonist. This theme is prevalent throughout our childhood stories. In fact, a study done by Middlebury College shows that 94% of fairy tales and princess movies mention physical appearance. Within each story, this discussion happens an average of 13.6 times. And in 31% of them, beauty and goodness and evil and ugliness are associated. This societal phenomenon, which consists of applying a set of values to the appearance of women in order to determine their worth, is known as beauty standards. No matter where in the world, from Korea to Nigeria to the US, or how old one is, from toddlers to teenagers to adults, women are expected to conform to these standards. So today, we will explore the different facets of these ideals. First, we will delve into their historical precedents. Then, we'll look at the role of consumerism in this process, before finally establishing how this affects the success of women. Beauty standards have swung from one side of the pendulum to the other since the beginning of time. Take ancient Egypt. In 1300 BC, the beauty standard was that of slenderness, narrow shoulders, and thin faces. 500 years later, in ancient Greece, the slenderness would become full bodies, and the narrow shoulders and thin faces would become plump. In the ancient world, these transformations took place over decades and followed the slow rise and fall of empires. But in the past century, we have seen an acceleration in these cycles. And it's all thanks to the rise of a new empire, the big screen. Psychology professor Linda Bothroyd and her team from Durham University followed a small town in the Pearl Lagoon Basin as it gained access to TV. It found that within just 15 minutes of exposure to visual media, participants' physical preferences were altered. This is exactly why today's trends move so fast. It all started in the 50s with the advent of Hollywood and actresses such as Marilyn Monroe. What did these women look like? They were curvy, with an hourglass figure, large breasts, and small waists. What were the beauty standards of the time? Curvy, with an hourglass figure, large breasts, and small waists. Then came the swinging 60s, which effectively swung the beauty standards toward willowy, thin bodies, such as Audrey Hepburn and Twiggy. In the 1980s, the rise of Jane Fonda's workout programs led to a toned, athletic look. You had to make sure those power suits fit just right. In the 2010s, the boom of social media led to the Kardashian physique. It sandwiched a small waist between large busts and butts, circling back to Monroe and the 50s. These standards changed so rapidly that it is impossible to keep up. As soon as you're happy with your curves, you find out you have to slim down. And when you do, curviness comes back into style. They're vicious and impossible to keep up with. But that certainly won't stop people from trying. And companies have have found ways to capitalize on this. Welcome to the plastic surgeon's office. What are you looking to get done today? Is your nose crooked? Have a rhinoplasty. Those wrinkles starting to show? A little Botox never hurt anyone. A little too much fat on your stomach? Liposuction to the rescue. The American Society of Plastic Surgery reveals that in 2022, the grand total for all aesthetic procedures was 11.8 billion US dollars. Of course, a lot of this comes from celebrities, such as Kim Kardashian or Dolly Parton. But a lot of it comes from regular people as well. Ipsos reports that 79% of people are unhappy with their appearance. Of those, 75% would give up anything from alcohol and pizza to thousands of dollars if it meant changing their physique overnight. A lot of them do this. But for those of us that can't quite afford plastic surgery, don't worry, consumerism has something for you too. Whether it's the newest retinol anti-aging cream or the Too Faced lip plumper, there is bound to be something in your price range that can change how you look. Not that this is new, of course. In the 1800s, it was nightshade eye drops that promised to create a more wide-eyed and seductive look. That, shockingly, led to blindness. In the 1920s, it was arsenic wafers, which said they would remove redness, blackheads, moth, and facial disfigurements. The only thing that removed was heart and thyroid function. Companies have, do, and will continue to exploit women's insecurities and moments of weakness in order to make money. So, why do women continue to support these standards if they are so harmful? Well, it turns out that the benefits of appearing beautiful in the eyes of society far outweigh all the harms. Beauty, especially as perceived by our eyes, holds tremendous power that extends beyond mere aesthetics. It influences every part of our daily lives, from our success in the workplace to that of our relationships. An important concept in this is a psychological effect known as the halo effect. It states that attractive people are viewed in more positive lights and are attributed characteristics such as altruism, intelligence, and stability when compared to their less attractive counterparts. This means that these people will be entrusted with more responsibilities and will be therefore paid more money. A study published in the Journal of Economic Psychology shows that attractive people are paid 23% more than the regular person. Very attractive people are paid up to 40% more. These findings underscore the significant financial benefits that come with being viewed as attractive in society. But these biases are not just relegated to hiring managers. It's not just those people over there who carry these inherent judgments. It's each and every one of us. And, surprisingly, it's especially women. A study by the American Society of Psychology found that women tend to make friends with people who they view in the same level of attractiveness as themselves. Anyone who doesn't fit this category, whether they're prettier or uglier, is ostracized through divisive behaviors such as gossiping, negativity, and gaslighting. However, those that do fit in our categories, we make relationships with. They're allowed in our circles, and they become our friends. This creates a very divided society based on simply physical appearance rather than genuine connections. As long as a woman's physical appearance is so important to their success, they will continue to do whatever it takes to make the shoe fit. So, today we have seen how beauty standards permeate every aspect of our lives. From our childhood stories, to what we buy, to even our success in life, it's everywhere and deeply ingrained within our society. The first step towards changing this is you. You have to be confident and give other people confidence. The next time you're looking at your reflection and you think, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Remember that that might show your outward appearance, but your true beauty lies within you, within your actions, your treatment toward other people, and, most importantly, your decision to be unapologetically yourself.